Right, with me today, I have my felt IA triathlon bike and my felt FR road bike. Now, apart from them both having two sets of wheels, there is very little else that is similar about these bikes. One is designed to cheat the wind and ultimately go as fast as it can. The other is a lightweight road racing machine with drop handlebars. And well, which do you think would be quickest to climb on? Well, before you jump to any assumptions, let me first explain why this is of particular interest to us in the first place. See, as triathletes, we're quite often faced with courses that are hilly. And I'm not just talking about small ones, I'm talking about significant elevation gain to the point that athletes are torn as to whether they should opt for their triathlon bike or, in fact, a road bike. But is a road bike really, actually, that much quicker on climbs and better at climbing than a triathlon bike? Well, I decided I want to find out, but I don't want to have all the fun on my own. No, I've decided I'd invite someone along that I know loves hills. Hey,
hello.
How are we doing then?
I'm good. You're looking excited and full of beans.
Yeah, well, you know this area pretty well, so you've probably figured out what we're up to today, right?
Yeah, I've got a good idea.
Yeah. We are going up the Haytor climb today, which, as you know, is a long exposed climb here in the UK. It starts from Bovey Tracy and it's a 5.38 kilometre climb with an average gradient of 6.2%. It tops out around 18% in the middle with a total elevation gain of 336 metres. Now, I know you'll have had a fair bit of experience on this climb, so what's it like?
Yeah, I have, and I'm actually quite excited to come out here because I don't get to do it that often because it's a decent distance from home. It's more the fact that there's a lot of hills between here and home. So I think it's only 30 miles away, but it's like lumpy the whole way. So whenever I do it, I'm normally going that way, and if I am coming back towards home, my legs are completely shattered because I'm just exhausted. But it's also a really iconic climb, and that's, I think, really popular with cyclists. The Tour of Britain had a stage finish at the top, actually at Haytor, and the crowds are just lining more. It's awesome. So it's really popular. You'll see cyclists going up and down all day. So yeah, I think it's chosen well.
It does look absolutely beautiful, and I'm sure you'll be ecstatic to hear that we're going up it twice today, and almost as hard as we possibly can.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Well, should we go and get ourselves ready for this?
I guess I better stop procrastinating.
So, whilst we procrastinate and delay the pain of these climbs, let's talk through the bikes. My felt IA triathlon bike is rigged up with some NV65 deep section wheels, coming in with a total weight of 9.5 kilograms. Whilst my felt FR road bike is kitted out with a very shallow and very light Zip 30 course wheel set, coming in with a combined weight of 7.9 kilograms. Whereas Heather has brought along her Canyon Speedmax triathlon bike with DT Swiss Arc 1400 die-cut wheels. This has a total weight of 8.4 kilograms. Her road bike is the Felt FR with Vision Metron 14 wheels, and this has a total weight of 7.4 kilograms. Okay, ready?
Right.
Yeah, you too. Great work. Almost there. Brilliant work. Gotta say, I'm pleased to have that first run over and done with. So I went 16:04 on that run, which I'm pretty pleased with, and an average power of 363, which is better than I thought I had in me at the moment. You just see how Heather got on. How was that? Yeah, that's a hard climb, isn't it?
Yeah, it's that last bit that just goes again.
Yeah.
It's long.
What time did you go?
I pressed lap, but it was 22 something.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't actually know what my PB is. I should have checked.
Keeping us on the edge of our seats, so we're just going to have to wait until later.
And my own seat, yeah.
All right, well, brilliant. We need to head on back down, swap our bikes over. A bit of a break, I think.
Yeah, I think I might need a rest.
Yeah, maybe some cake.
Make it fair,
and then we'll go again.
Cool.
Good work.
I am ready for some more pain. Bring it on. I'll see you at the top. Enjoy. You might have to wait a bit longer this time. I'm so glad that's over.
Yeah, now if anyone ever recommends you to do Haytor climb, more or less all out twice in one day, maybe think twice.
Yeah, well, my times actually were pretty much 2 FTP efforts.
Yeah, it really is. I'm really interested to hear your times because you kept us hanging on the first
Yeah,
one.
well, now I've looked at them, I'm seriously shocked. So obviously I went first on my road bike, which was like my favourite for doing hills, going up and down. I was really comfortable, and I was a 21:59. And then I went on this, obviously we had a bit of a rest, but I was like, kind of, you know, want it to be close, but I was just like, well, it's really not going to be. And it was a 21:13.
So quicker?
Yeah, 46 seconds quicker. And I'm genuinely, because I don't ride this bike anywhere near as much as that one, and it's heavier, and I'm going much slower speeds than you. So I'm like really shocked. Yeah. Because I'm always like, oh, any choice, I'll go with a road bike, like Helvellyn I did. But anyway, what are yours?
Well, interestingly, obviously I went the other way around, so I went triathlon bike first. My time for that was 16:04. And then on the road bike, 16:13. So a closer margin,
so close.
But the triathlon bike was quicker again. And to be honest, I thought that would be the case, although you didn't think so.
I would put money on the fact that I would be quicker on my road bike, honestly. And because, you know, I know the climb, and I was just like, I'm not going to be going fast enough to... And I did manage to actually get on the aero bars a few times, more than I expected, so maybe that made a bit of difference.
Well, it's interesting, because this, although it is a very hard climb, there's some very steep sections on it, the average gradient is 6.2%, which, well, allows you to actually get some good speed up. So technically speaking, speeds of around 15 kilometers an hour and above. Aerodynamics comes into play even more so, and potentially is more important than the weight of the bike. So despite my triathlon bike being over 2 kilograms heavier than my road bike, the aerodynamic gains were massive, and we saw that there. Now, for an elite cyclist, that's normal. The tipping point is normally around 7 to 7.5% gradients when the weight becomes more of a factor. For your average cyclist, that tends to be around 4 to 4.5%. So yeah, interesting. So you go into the elite cyclist category.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if you ignore the time, I do.
But really, really interesting. And I think what this does show today, I mean, even if the road bikes had come out quicker, it's just showing that how close the triathlon bikes can be, or better on climbs. And actually, before you go discounting them for hilly courses, they really can perform well.
I think I need to apologise to my TT bike. I need to give it a bit more love and respect.
Yeah, and then if you take into account the gains that a triathlon or TT bike has on the flats, I mean, honestly, unless the course you're doing is super mountainous with huge elevation gains, something like Alpe d'Huez, then...
I think we might have to go back to do Helvellyn again next year, and I might take this bike instead.
Yeah, I will just finish with one caveat though, obviously. A triathlon bike is quite an unusual bike, an unusual position. So it does take a little bit of learning, getting used to that position. So don't expect to just head out the door, your first run on a triathlon bike and suddenly ace it up climbs. It does take a little bit of work and experience. So yeah, but that's been really fun.
Well, I must thank you for bringing me to my local climb and getting a chance to do it twice and not having to have to cycle here or cycle home again. So I think that's us done for the day. Yeah,
and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If so, please do give it a thumbs up, give it a like, get involved in the comment section down below. Let us know what you think and your choices for some triathlon courses. And don't forget to give us a follow over on social media. And if you're not doing so already, give us a subscribe just down below.